What's up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes. And this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny.
I'm trying to be nice.
Black said we got two Americans.
Let's say to my brother Black, man, I think you could be a preacher. I ain't never heard somebody that use a curse word and then read a scripture right after.
So let me state for the record, I am a misogynist. You know,
Pull out the card, Doc. He's
and I'm a chauvinist as well. Anybody who knows me knows that.
That's right.
Now I can go back to minding my own business. Either that boy is Benjamin Button or somebody lying.
And listen, and that boy may be mentally 12, but he's 34.
You bad boy, you don't do it again.
I'll let Black articulate a little bit better than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's good for the soul. It's like medicine, right?
Yeah, for real.
That's all I gotta say. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like it.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
What up, y'all? Good Monday to you. Hey, Miss Carol, good to see you. Y'all doing all right? Yeah. Y'all chime on in when y'all come in. It's like, yeah, the numbers are climbing. All right. Hey, listen, y'all, it's Monday. And oh, what a Monday it is. It's we almost into the holidays, y'all. We got 5 more episodes and we doing the doggone thing. So listen, I got everybody but one. I'll let y'all guess who it is. That's it. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Good
what up?
Y'all.
Happy Monday.
Made it. Yeah, she made it, and we appreciate her. And, yeah. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Miss Toria, good to see you. Thank you. Hey.
What's up, Miss Toria?
Please, always, y'all do. Everybody do what Miss Toria tell you to do now. Just like and share, and let's get this thing going because the internet been tripping, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But our brother, he is still mourning his family and with his family, and so we want to let him know we love him and we're thinking about him. And Black, we'll see you back next week. Do a little housekeeping, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna do the Black Love series next week, y'all. So everybody gonna be here, and then I got something to say, and I'm gonna get them to say some things. And so if y'all want us to talk about some things, y'all let us know. But I got plenty to talk about, so you just know it. Yeah, look, see, Miss Tori already she knows he's at
right.
That's right. That's right. See,
yeah.
He called her the super fan, ma'am. Sir, y'all doing okay this Monday?
Doing fine, brother. Doing fine.
Good. All right. Yes, Miss Kerr, we definitely praying for Black and his family. Thank you. All right, sister, you all right?
I'm having some internet problems. I'm having some internet problems, so if I'm delayed, that's why. Because it keep like.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is kind of doing that too.
Is it? Okay, well, let's hurry up so we can get on out here. Listen, y'all know I have PTSD about that one show. I'm about to lose my mind.
Hey, I remember that. That was great too. That was funny.
Please don't remind me. Okay, y'all. Well, listen, y'all know we do talking point tip jars if you like what we got to say, but it's at the bottom. But let's get started with politics. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to know something. It is getting really interesting in these politics streets. There is a bill that tried to get passed in the House to defund Kamala Harris' budget for her people. Marjorie Taylor Greene, out of all the people, she put a bill on the floor to make sure not only her but Buttigieg. She said she wants them to have a budget of $1. Y'all, it's getting bad out there. GOP rep Mike Collins tried to cut all funding for Vice President Kamala Harris' office. It came in the form of an amendment to a major government funding bill. It failed, but that doesn't excuse the fact that they want to. I mean, sister, I know you delayed, but when you hear me, what is going on with these foolishness?
I literally caught bits and pieces of what you just said to me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out and come right back in. I'll be right back. I'm hoping it's not my internet, but let me see. I'll be right back. Right back.
All right. Okay.
All right.
We'll keep it going then. All right. Well, Kenny, what you think, man? Miss Carol says, why am I not surprised? We shouldn't be, because As a matter of fact, it's and the secretary, Buttigieg, and I mean, Kenny, I've never seen this before in my life.
It's all because I'm gonna keep blaming it on him. That dude that was elected president in 2016.
Yeah,
we've always seen the Democrats and Republicans. They fight amongst each other. We saw that prior to him becoming elected. But once he came in office, he made it all hands off. Boxing gloves on. You can say what you want to say. You can disrespect people. You can talk bad about people. And then this is just Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a clown down there. She's from Georgia. She's a clown. And you know what's funny, Brandon? Yeah. We're on the verge. I think Friday is the deadline for this government shutdown, right?
It is.
So instead of us worrying about that, those politicians should be trying to push that through. You got this stupid idiot, Marjorie Taylor Greene, presenting legislation that doesn't even make any doggone sense. So this politics at its finest at the United States.
Yeah, man. They really had a nerve. Miss Toria said it's Google Chrome. Interesting. I'm using Microsoft Edge tonight. So
okay. I'm on Microsoft Edge too. So
yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what you say that part, Kenny? Exactly. Yeah, they cutting up, y'all. She's right. Yes, Miss Toria, you already know. And so I'm just I'm just amazed. Again, I don't give them more credit than they deserve. They trashy, and again, they just showing it on the big stage. Man, it's even funny. The dude, the dude that wore the horns and he had the little lamb wool on. Yeah, he running. He's trying to get in office now.
I'm not shocked, bro. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise
I said, what? The shaman. That's what they call him.
The shaman. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bro, he's now, he want to, now you got in there illegally the first time. Now you want to go in there by being voted in. I mean, these people they are ridiculous. They are ridiculous.
Politics is a joke. Again, Trump made politics. It makes being a politician a joke now. It's a game.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, two more things I want to talk about. So now y'all remember what happened with the Supreme Court? Somebody started really coming out in the woodworks and letting us know that Clarence and the other ones, they've been taking money from these high dollar donors and trips and buses. I mean, y'all know we talked about old Clarence and Judy. He got his mama house sold and got all that money. And so now, I guess the dogs have been whistling loud enough. So the Supreme Court announces now formal ethics codes for justice. So they have now determined that they will adopt formal codes of conduct governing the ethical behavior of its 9 justices. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't see this going too far. It may be a little slap on the wrist or something. And again, are they going to be governing their own selves again, as they've always done? But we'll see. But I guess the dogs have barked loud enough, and so they want to now, implement these ethics codes.
Yeah. It's funny to me. Why wasn't this in place when they wrote the Constitution and Supreme Court justices became Supreme Court justices? Why now? Obviously, why now is because now we got social media and we got the information network. All this stuff gets out to the American people. We can read and see this now. These clowns are getting caught with, doing this. And how are they going to police this? Are they going to create a separate committee to police, to make sure these justices aren't doing anything that's unethical? How is it going to be policed? That's the bigger question.
That's the huge question. And so that's all. It's never about the amendments or the bringing it to the floor, but the implementation of it. Right. Like Ms. Carroll said, I hope Thomas gets what he deserves. Nobody believed Anita Hill. He shouldn't have ever got on. Yeah. there's a lot of things that shouldn't happen. You right.
Yeah,
you right. You back, sister? You, Miss Toria said it's Google Chrome. You may want to use.
I am.
Are you on Google Chrome? Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well,
I am on Google Chrome. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Miss Toria said. Google Chrome
is
they having issues tonight. For some reason.
You got Firefox or Microsoft Edge or something like that, or do they
I have
still
Microsoft
use
Edge.
Okay, see if you can go through Microsoft Edge because that's what me and Kenny on.
Yeah.
All right, let me do that. All right.
Okay. All right. We want to know who business you're getting into, honey. So come on back.
Right.
All right. So listen, I got one more now. And there's a lot of politics going on. I ain't gonna talk about y'all. You know who? We'll leave him alone. But man, I'm gonna tell you something that happened. Biden's granddaughter. Man, the Secret Service had to pull a pistol out on some jokers.
I saw that.
And then the media got the nerve to say that it's just random carjacking. Are you kidding me?
No, that's a government. That car has official government plates and stuff on it. So no, that ain't random.
Listen, I needed my boy on here. He's our resident conspiracy theorist.
right, exactly.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. This really got something to do with old Trumpy. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. That's his boys, y'all. Hey, Miss Stacy, good to see you. You doing all right?
Hey, Miss Stacy, how you doing?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, man, this is getting dangerous. Like, this is getting really weird, and it's not looking good. And I don't know, y'all. I don't. If these folks are this bold right now, they already sending stuff in the mail to Roethlisberger or whatever his name is, the one that wanted to oppose Trump in one of those elections. And
you're right. Yeah.
They sent him some anthrax. No, it was fentanyl, right? That was poison.
Yeah. Man, listen, this is the tip of the iceberg, brother Brendan.
Yes.
Wait till we get into around probably the second part of the middle of next year. It's gonna really be some stuff because that election is really getting close, and it's gonna be some whole lot of madness going on.
Yeah. No, I that's why I want to give us a break for next year because we're gonna have a lot to talk through for 2024, especially when it comes to politics, because I'm just not sure what's gonna come down the chute, man. Like Trump is literally putting in our face right now that he's gonna be a dictator if y'all vote him back in, and he ain't going nowhere. And he's making sure that the people that are gonna be in his cabinet are folks that are already being vetted concerning what they believe in. And if they don't believe in him, then it is what it is. Hey, Miss Nehar, good to see
what's
you.
going on, Miss Nehar? How you doing?
Thank you for joining us. I appreciate y'all coming in this Monday. She says I was on the live earlier and they sent me the message about the Google Chrome. Okay. Yeah, right on. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Well, that's politics, but we're gonna keep y'all posted on all that's going on.
You didn't want to talk about our boy that dropped out? You don't want to talk about our boy?
He ain't my boy. He's somebody's boy, but he ain't my. He's somebody's boy, but he ain't my boy.
All right. We're gonna let him.
I ain't talking about old Tim Scott.
We're gonna leave him alone.
All right, yeah. Listen, Tim trying to keep some of that money in his pocket. So
there you go, right there.
For that Senate seat, he gonna have to deal with. So it's all good. All right, y'all. We got some follow-ups. Now listen. Now, y'all know I calls the pot black and the kettle black. I calls it all like I see it. And I remember we was on this show a few weeks ago, and I told y'all that they was going to convict those boys because they was gonna catch hold of homeboy.
Right.
They went and got him. Yeah. They charged. I don't even know the boy's name. But the one that you know my favorite holiday of the year now. Y'all remember that, right? Right. So that brawl down there in the South, man. The boy that got into it with all those them white boys, they charged him.
Yeah, they did. Sure did.
They charged him with assault I'm not for sure what it was exactly, but he got charged, and I knew that was gonna happen because they charged him other boys. I said they can't charge him first because that would have started a riot.
Right. Well, you know how I feel about that. The brother shouldn't have been charged at all. I mean, first of all, he was defending himself. You know, and we got all these funky laws in all these different states, the stand your ground laws and all this stuff. And but at the end of the day, I mean, a rocket scientist could see, a blind man could see that man was defending himself. He was doing his job in the line of duty. Those white dudes, they decided they wanted to take the law in their own hands. He was not the aggressor. He was defending himself. And I think this is a waste of judicial time and money to even charge that brother with assault, I'm assuming. I think it's third degree assault or something.
It was.
So
and that's the thing for me, bro, right? Because here's the problem for me when it comes to this is my issue with our country. Like, I don't put nothing past folks. I don't put white or black. But the problem is the reason why people feel the boldness and they feel this unction and authority is because of the justice system. Right. If you get a pass from the justice system, then that gives you this desire to want to continue to do more. You know what I'm saying? What you say, Ms. Neha? I wish you guys could have participated in the men's fashion show in the beef sector. I didn't know nothing about it.
Didn't know nothing about that, Ms. Nehar.
Well, next time you let us know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what beef we showing, but I do like me a nice little Angus beef now.
You know what? I'm not getting ready to go drive down that street. I'm getting ready to put my car in park right now. I'm not getting ready to walk. I'm not getting ready to drive down there.
Hey man, listen. She said she come in peace, so I know she don't mean no harm. What you say, Miss Carol said? But the clear people, didn't get charged, and they pleaded guilty to let's see. Again, that's what I'm saying. But I that's my issue with us. It's the justice system. I don't care what nobody else does. Again, we'll see it real clear because Trump is being allowed to do a lot of things in that courtroom that nobody else or their mama.
That nobody can do.
Nobody.
Right. He's showing his ASS, man.
Yeah.
Real.
Right. You sure right about that. Which state, Stacey? You're right. They were waiting on it to cool down, and yep, that's right. Yep, that's it. Y'all are that's what I'm saying. That's why we gonna follow up. We ain't gonna front. We're gonna keep it 100, and that be it. She says, I encourage you both to watch the special that Nancy Pelosi's daughter made. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
the Insurrectionist
Next Door. Okay,
I will.
All right, I'm gonna have to check that out for real.
I will. Y'all know I like it. She said the winner got $250. Oh, and the Silver Fox. Oh, all right. Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he with his family today. So yeah. But we understand. Well, let us know next time. We'll let Kenny go first. He more of a bachelor. Type.
Yeah, I'm definitely a bachelor. But again, I'm parking my vehicle on the street on this one. I'm not getting ready to drive down there. We're gonna let the beef stay at the grocery store. How about that?
All right, so we'll keep y'all posted on that, man. But we saw that coming a mile away. So
exactly.
Yeah, we don't get away with things. All right, well, we'll keep it going. And TikTok. Now, see, this is really funny because I was talking to my partner the other day, and I think all of these social medias and these entertainment streams, they starting to like trip on us now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, man. They're making it hard. They're making it hard for creators to earn money. Not you can do what you can do, but to earn money, they make it hard.
Yes. Yes, and that's the trip right there. Oh, there she is. Yep. Moving smooth. All right, sister, she back. All right, thank you. Thank you, Miss Toria, for that. I appreciate it. The whole family do. Okay, so listen, TikTok, they had a fund of about $2 billion that they were using to pay creators since 2020, and that's when it was what we would do. We was in the heart of the pandemic then. She said, "Don't be scared, baby." I know that's right.
All right.
Well, then you know they ain't packing sausage, then, Doc. Well,
you know what? I'm not messing with you.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, sister, can you hear us good? You good?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
All right.
you good. We got you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. So listen, TikTok says that it's shutting down its $2 billion creator fund, the 2020 initiative designed to help pay eligible users making content on the app. A spokesperson for the platform confirmed Monday. The fund was intended to help support ambitious creators who are seeking opportunities to foster a livelihood through their innovative content by providing them with money distributed through the fund over 3 years.
Yeah.
It's always about that power, man. It's always about that classism. So, I mean, again, I'm thankful that we have the means to be able to do this, you know, as Black would say, as a labor of love. But I know there's a lot of people out there that bought a lot of things because they thought this was gonna be their new gold mine, and they done slipped that rug out from underneath them. I mean, sister, they done hurt a lot of these millennials and them Gen Zs. They wanted to make their money off of playing video games on TV. Not
You
no
know
more.
what's funny is it's not just TikTok. You know, I recently read that a lot of people that started all these YouTube channels and podcast channels, like they're going broke and they're like hurting and struggling. Because of that, and people are asking them to like become members and things like that because they're just not paying like they used to. I thought it was related to people had to go back to work and no one had time, you know, post pandemic, but maybe it's just a funds thing. I don't know. I don't get it because apparently people were balling off of these channels at
Oh yeah,
they were.
It's still your creators, Devin, that's still making pretty. They really making a living off of it. But what's happened with this TikTok new deal, because each platform pays a little different. TikTok actually pays a little bit more than YouTube and Facebook.
Because it was so new.
It was so new. So the thing is, they had that fund, but now guess what? That fund they're gonna give it kind of back to the advertisers. So you can still make a little money, but your profit sharing, your percentage of that is shrinking. Just like even on YouTube, it's shrinking as YouTube content creators. Obviously, I know because that's what I've been doing this for a minute. I'm not monetized just yet, but it has changed the game. And it is going to hurt a lot of the YouTube content creators overall. Period.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Miss Toria, they actually do 50%. That's why we went to Cash App. It was like
right, because because you're right. On YouTube, man, they're taking half of your super chat. It's like they get 50% of it. So like, why is it even worth doing the super chat?
It's not.
Well, it's not. So it's crazy.
You was gonna say something else, sister? Okay.
No, I just didn't realize they took that much.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Them super chats.
Yeah, they took a whole lot. She says, but believe me, the young people should not be thinking that and that's the truth. And that's why I think we have given this healthy balance of we still gonna keep our careers, but we still understand the importance of making sure our voice is heard, you know what I'm saying, on an open platform that nobody's kind of telling us what to do. So it is what it is. Y'all tell them kids they better get back in school and get them an education. She says TikTok is scandalous anyway. We
right.
And that's the thing, Miss Stacey. They already got all the data they want and need because these kids can't stay off of it, and so now it's like they ready to move on. So that is all right, y'all. Well, that's what we got for TikTok. My brother, come on, man. It's a lot going on in the sports world.
Yeah, I know. Look who's smiling down there. Her internet working now. I can see her smile now. A while ago, she was going in and out. Now she's smiling when he got to the sports. Section. What's going on, my peoples? Hey, we're gonna talk a little bit of sports real quick. Got to talk about them Cowboys. I gotta get shout out to Miss Devin. Them Cowboys beat up on them Giants again. They took them out 49-17. Dak Prescott threw for 404 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 running. CeeDee Lamb had a hell of a game. He caught 11 receptions for 151 yards and 1 touchdown receiving and 1 touchdown rushing. And he said something interesting in his press conference, and I actually did a little segment on TFG Sports Media. He said, I am the top dog. I am the best receiver in the league. You know, I'm like, okay, player, all right. You know, that's debatable. But I give him his props. He's confident in his abilities. But I did some on that. Y'all can go check that out on the segment if you like. We had some upsets yesterday. The Texans beat the Bengals. My guy, CJ Stroud, the quarterback down there right now, he's looking like he might be the MVP right now. That
rookie of the year for sure.
Yeah, he's balling down there. We had the Browns come back and beat the Ravens. So it was some good NFL action yesterday. But there was some people that's looking for a job today. Our story, we're gonna talk about Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher. He got showed the door, but they also got to show him the money. If you don't know, Texas A&M fired Jimbo Fisher yesterday after 6 seasons. But the kicker is, on the way out the door, after they put their foot in his behind, they still got to pay him $76 million in his buyout. And I got a little bit of more information on that. Basically, they have to pay him, I believe, $7.3 million within 30 days of they have to pay him $19.2 million within 60 days of his termination, and then pay him $7.2 million annually through 2031. And the annual payments start 120 days after his termination. That's so until they pay off that $76 million tab. Miss Devin,
retirement, baby.
Let me ask you this. With a buyout like that, would you care if they fired you?
Hell no. I'll be doing dumb stuff. I'll be over there slapping people, mama, kicking kids in the knees. I'm doing whatever I can to get fired. So I don't have to work no more. That's what I get. Shoot, I'll be cussing everybody out, just walking around angry.
Man.
That's I said I wish I want to know who his agent is, because whoever his agent was that got that buyout clause, he's a boss, or she. It could be a she. I don't know who his agent is, but technically he won't have to work again. I did find out that the A&M will not be hurting too bad because their alumni is pretty much going to pay that buyout stuff. So far as them getting a new coach, they're going to still be good as far as paying whoever they want to bring in. Brenton, when you heard this, what was your thoughts on A&M firing Jimbo Fisher?
Now, I'm going to tell you, I thought, because, somebody, again, somebody was talking about Deion and them losses. They was like, I said, is Deion finna go to A&M? No, I mean, as funny as it is, it ain't always black and white for me, but it's funny as it is. It's like Sumlin, Kevin Sumlin, man. It's like they had the same record. It's like, man, I don't again, I don't believe in karma, but I understand it's thought process. And so in a way, I was like, well, I guess y'all get what y'all get now. Now y'all paying this boy a whole lot of money for no reason. So
right. And you know what's funny? They renegotiated his contract 2 years ago, and they added 7 years to it and added like $60 million to his original contract. So basically they're paying him more to leave than they did to get him.
That's it.
So it's crazy how college athletics and how these coaches get paid. And for those out there that always say that players shouldn't get paid, I always disagree with that. These college players should get paid because guess what? These college coaches making a whole lot of money, and they get paid a whole lot of money even when they get fired. So I think college players should be paid as well. So again, so that was a big sports story. I saw somebody ask about the Lions. Yeah, the Lions won. Yeah, but you got to remember, I'm a Packers fan. I don't give a crap about them damn Lions. Yeah, they won. They beat the Chargers. So anyway, I'm going to get back in my seat over here. I'm going to toss it back to Brenton. We through with sports for tonight.
Yeah, now listen, now Neha's asking the question now. She saying, what's Babe's YouTube channel? She get you over 1,000. I think
I'm almost there. Well, you know what? I would definitely take all the subscribers I can get, Mr. Nehard. Thank you, sweetheart. You can come to Kendrick Sports Hustle. That's SportzHustle, and also TFG Sports Media. Make sure you go subscribe to both of those YouTube channels and follow them both on Facebook.
Now, Neo, I ain't normally no hater. I'm just trying to figure out why you ain't got us over 1,000.
You better ask Ken to do a little something strange for some change, girl. He'll work for it now.
Listen, honey, she was
thought
throwing
your
out
internet wasn't working, Debbie. When your internet? Wait a minute. I think her internet going out.
Hey, while you was gone, she had 250 on the table for something, showing some meat for something, honey. I don't know what's going on around here, but it is. She said, and that's sad. It's ridiculous how the Michigan coach Tucker got fired from those allegations. So they didn't. Listen, it's a different world when you.
He's still fighting for his money. I think he's still fighting for his money because they owe him, I think, roughly $80 million left, like $75 million left on his contract.
Yeah. She said they need to pay our teachers some of that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And don't get me started about that in Texas. She said if you're going to be trafficking, be a smart. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, DR.
That is, honey. Honey. Yes, ma'am. Okay, speaking of trafficking, listen, y'all, the movie theaters, they didn't get much traffic this weekend. So, and I really, they did stop the actors strike and all that kind of stuff, but there is there's an issue with the content. Yeah, she loves it. Yes, ma'am. All right, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
His cash app is at the bottom. It's the
yes,
Brenton L. Haynes. I'm sorry, I mean Ken.
You know what? Okay.
You know what?
How much for a table dance?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You in here cutting up. Okay, so listen. I don't really know how to. Do y'all normally watch movies on the holidays? Yeah.
Nah, not me. Not really. It just depends if it's something I really want to see.
Yeah, really. I'm a Marvel guy, and I like the action and the sci-fi, but this last movie, The Marvels, with all these women. Now, I brought this up because my boy said he's gonna say the quiet part out loud. He said we just don't want our heroes to be women. And
Black has said that. He said that.
He has. And he does not pull punches. He is the resident what is he, chauvinist? So he tells it straight up and down. But I'm in agreement with this. Was the lowest making film in the Marvel series. And I'm just wanting to know, is there some truth to this? Is it because we don't see women as heroes like that? Or and I see heroes, I just feel like they're just taking and just shoving this stuff down our throats. And I just think people are just rejecting it. And you can see that with the money. I mean, what you thinking about this, sister?
I don't think it's that because it's all women. I just think when you think of Marvel, they're watering it down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a huge Marvel person myself. But when I feel like they're consistently making up characters. Let's be honest. If they come out with a brand new Wonder Woman, people are going to show up for Wonder Woman. She's a well-known character. But you can't just start throwing all these different women in there and expecting to get the same effect. Because I don't think it's just that one, the Marvel movie, that didn't make a lot of money. There's other Marvel movies I didn't see because I know who I want to see. I want to see the Hulk. I want to see Iron Man. I want to see like the well-known Marvel characters. I want to see Transformers. I don't want to see some made-up Marvel characters like that y'all are just throwing in there like random. Like, so I don't think it's that. Now, I do watch a lot of movies, but believe it or not, if you would just wait about a week, the movies that are in the movie theater, you can stream from your home for $10, $20.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather do that, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I just think don't nobody want to see these old no-name characters. I don't see them making as much money off of Ant-Man and all this other crap I didn't see either.
Oh, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't make any money.
But they all did better than this last
Yeah, they all did a little better.
It just don't seem interesting. I don't even
Right.
remember watching a commercial or advertising. They didn't even market it like that for people to watch.
Right. That's a good question. Well, you know, they just not coming off of this actor strike too, so far as they couldn't really support this film. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't go out and really do press conferences and all that because they've been on this strike.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably one of the reasons why it didn't make any money. But to your question, Brenton, I think me personally, I think that it's not about seeing women as heroes. I think most of us that grew up with the comic book era, with the Marvel and all that, we're used to seeing our heroes as men.
Yes.
And you know, that's no knock to women at all. It's just action superheroes. We most people like to see men more so than women. And just like Devin say, I agree. You can have Wonder Woman as your main focus, but then when you start throwing all these other characters that nobody knows about, it's like, who the hell is this and why should I watch this?
Right.
You know?
Now that's a good point. I did go see Wonder Woman, and again, not because it was a woman movie, but I didn't. It was a horrible plot and all that kind of stuff. So I don't care if it's a woman. I just think you need to have the balance of a man, like to see an all woman. I mean, again, I'm with Devin. We know Wonder Woman storyline because we grew up with it. So that's why it was interesting to see it. But we don't know these people. I mean, unless you're a nerd, all this extra Marvel people, then you know, it's just
Catwoman with Halle Berry killed it.
Yes.
See, I didn't see it, but I heard it was horrible. Yeah, I heard it was bad.
People watched it because it was Halle Berry as Catwoman.
That's true. Right. Now, Michelle Pfeiffer was my favorite Catwoman. And again, she went alongside Batman. And so, you know, that just made the balance. I just think that they're trying to force the issue. And it's like, just keep the balance, stop with the agendas, and we'll watch it. But if you're not going to do that, for me, I don't want to watch it. But Stacy said, are we watching Color Purple? I know probably somebody in my house going to make me go watch it. Now, is this the one with Fantasia in it?
I don't think so. I think this is a different one.
She's in it. She's in the remake.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
I was trying to make my youngest daughter come watch it with me because since she lives down here with me, she was like, that movie's sad and terrible. I don't want to watch that movie. Like, okay.
Yeah. Terrible. I don't. I mean, you know, when you see a good movie, you don't want to see nobody jack nothing up. And I don't really know a remake that I would say I like it better than the old. I don't know, but we'll see. I know I'm going. I mean, I say I know I'm going. I know if I'm going because somebody making me go.
Right.
Yeah, but I ain't, you know, it ain't just that. Yeah. We say, Miss Story, they show the commercial all the time on ABC. They do, because it is a Disney network. Yeah, so you know, we'll see. But if y'all go see it, I guess we'll talk about it when we get back again. Our last show is gonna be on the 11th of December, and then we'll be done for the year. But we'll be back in January, so I guess we'll talk about it when we come back if we saw it. If I saw it. But, yeah. So there it is. What you say? The younger generation doesn't care. And that's what I'm saying. They don't. They want to see it. You better show it on TikTok. You better. Oh, they did. Oh man.
They switched up some of it. Okay.
Well, they tried to modernize it, and just there's things on the commercial that aren't like the old school Color Purple. They're trying to modernize it. And I don't know if that's a good thing because we love Color Purple the way it was.
Yeah, they just want y'all money, and it's only anyway, whatever. But you know, I'm proud of Fantasia from where she came, and now you finna be on the big stage, and you know, good luck, sister. I may watch it on some fake stream or something. But all right, speaking of drama, sister, you got some business you digging into today, and it's kind of weird, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, because I really was trying to mind my business, and then next thing I know, somehow it became F-Boy Monday for me. So let's shout out a couple of F-boys on the social media. For one, Aries Jackson, that's with Keke Palmer. Apparently, she's filed for a restraining order in full custody against him because he was oops upside her head on a camera and broke in our house and all that other stuff. And then the poor lady that owned the Turkey Leg Hut in Houston.
Yeah, I saw that post. Yeah.
Waited a year for her man to get out of prison, and was hooking him up and taking care of him, and she says she been living in hell on earth forever because he been going oops upside her head, stealing from the register and acting a fool. So, but I don't have a problem with it because no woman deserves this kind of treatment. But today or now they're saying that this has been going on in their lives for a while. And the problem I have is you've been portraying these perfect couples in these perfect scenarios on social media. So that's why I start to look at you a little sideways.
Right.
Keke Palmer's very young. She's still in her 20s. But the old Turkey Hut lady, she's been around for a minute and she's been doing big things and handling business and was still letting, a F-boy go oops upside her head. First of all, I want to know if y'all have heard of this and how do y'all feel about just the scenario overall, because these are both women with money that brought someone with them. The little dude with Keke is one of her employees, matter of fact. So yeah, he was working for Keke Palmer Studios, wherever she had.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. So Darius Jackson was working for her.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So what do y'all think about that? And how do y'all think about them paying funk for a year?
Let me address the Keke and the Darius first. Obviously there was some dysfunction in that relationship prior to the Usher concert. Obviously, that Keke Palmer just felt I don't know if she was scared to talk about it, but she had to put on this persona, like you said, David, on social media, to make it seem like her baby's father was all that in a bag of chips. And obviously, he's an insecure knucklehead, as I said from the jump. Regardless, this whole Usher situation, I knew it was more to it. I knew this dude, he had some insecurities way before this Usher stuff happened. That Usher stuff just set him off. And that ring camera, it finally has some evidence of him being a F-boy, as Devin called him, because I call any man that puts his hand on a woman an F-boy, no matter what the situation is. So Darius Jackson, he is the F-boy of the year. But these social media, we got to stop looking at these celebrities as what we see on social media is not normally their life that they portray. It's a whole lot of stuff. They got their regular problems just like you and I, all of us in the comment section. So, their lives are dysfunctional as some of ours. Now, the Turkey Hut lady, I was kind of surprised to hear that. I'm like, oh, wow. So you've been living through hell with turkey legs and eating turkey legs. Okay. But she could leave that situation. I mean, why? But I mean, because they got some legal issues too, if I'm not mistaken. Last year, wasn't they about getting sued by somebody for something like that? So I hate to hear that for that sister, but my thing is, she need to get out of that. If she's been emotionally abused, get out of it.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Hey, Miss Candace Green, good to see you.
Hey, Miss Candace.
Yeah, Toria said exactly. Okay, yeah. What'd you say? Miss Toria said, did you hear Keke mama audio leak out from Darius? The mama threatened to unalive.
Oh, this thing got heavy. Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't know that part.
Well, Brenton, you can tell your kids quit believing the stuff they see with celebrities on social media, because everything good ain't gold.
Listen, I make sure my kids know that's junk is foolishness. They don't even believe me and their mama married sometimes. So no, just play it. No, for me, it speaks to the Will and Jada. It speaks to the all these other relationships that people want. They just pretending, y'all. Anybody that's been married for 5 to 10, 20 plus years will tell y'all that stuff ain't real. If you tell me y'all ain't arguing, then y'all don't live together. If you tell me that y'all everything is great and again y'all defining relationships with with new terms and all this kind of stuff, that ain't real. You know what I'm saying? You got to put the work in, and everybody wants to keep playing these romantic scenes, and I don't care about y'all life like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep my stuff together. So nah, and see, even like I said, Miss Toria, what you just said about the footage, she's only showing the footage if it benefits her, right?
Yeah. Right.
Again, it take two of y'all to fight. You know what I'm saying? And if you with him like that, and he doing that to you, I ain't gonna say you're dumb, because I understand people are with people for different reasons. I get that. But at the same time, y'all don't understand all of that foolishness, that drama, and that toxicity. It does your kids no good. Nothing. Right. So, and again, I'm like, y'all, leave the help for the work and stop having to come to the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Facts. I'm gonna say a couple things about it, and then I'm gonna let them be.
Okay.
There's a YouTuber named Erica who always says that women need to read the Yelp reviews, which means if you with a dude and you've heard all these horrible things about him, don't act like you're gonna get a shiny new model. Now you're getting the same F-boy that the chick before you had, because both of them heard things about these dudes. One of them she pulled up out the prison, after, you know what I'm saying, and then the other one, he had a whole history of abuse with women. So I don't know why they expected anything else. Second thing, I don't care if you're a man or woman, you need to date somebody that got something to lose, whether it's the reputation,
right,
or they have something, they care about it, they have something to lose. If you date somebody that don't have nothing to lose, or they don't fear being having to take accountability for doing foolish stuff, then that's how you're going to end up in that situation. When I see dudes that end up with women who be tearing up their cars and house and all that, it's because they ain't got nothing to lose. They don't care. And vice versa, women, when you with dudes who would do all these horrible things to you, that's because they don't have nothing to lose and they don't care about going to jail because they ain't got nothing. So you need to try to date on your level in some way, shape, or form, whether it's for mental reasons, financial reasons, whatever it may be. Because if you Oprah and you dating a pool boy, he gonna burn your house down when you leave him, because he don't have nothing to lose.
Right. Now, ain't Candy and her little downstairs homeboy, ain't they getting a divorce too?
Who?
Candy.
Burrs.
Oh, she'll never leave him. She done invested way too much in him. You know what I'm saying? Like Mama said, she made lemonade out of lemons. He ain't going nowhere.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he'll be stupid if he did.
What's his name? Tommy?
Todd Tucker.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay.
He ain't going nowhere. Right. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to minding my business. And women, like I said, read the Yelp reviews and pay attention.
Yeah,
hey, fellas, y'all read the Yelp reviews on them too. Read their Yelp reviews.
Candace, that makes a lot of sense. I agree with you 100%. You do attract what you are. She said, Nihar, that's real. I have had the pleasure of being in their company before. I love Ashanti and Nelly. Wow. She said that's a fantasy. All right. Well, listen, y'all can have it. It come on every night, VH1, MTV, y'all watch it all. But I'm just telling y'all, when that TV go off, whatever y'all got in that house, honey, he ain't no Denzel. So he may be a Danny Glover on Color Purple. That's not funny. I'm sorry. That's not okay. Sorry.
No, that's not.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you, man, for that. Again, even for the mother side, Britney Spears and what's his name? Federline, whatever. I don't know.
She done got married and divorced. Her new husband and they divorced or something.
Like 3 times though.
Yeah, I can't keep up with all that.
Yeah, she says Todd not going anywhere. He does not. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Right.
Nope. Yep. Oh yeah. When that 10 years come around, it's a wrap now. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're right.
Yep.
Miss Tori said something right there. All right. Listen, y'all. Pyramid scheme. Although we not talking about relationships, but I guess that's one too. But apparently in Texas, there was a couple that did a $10 million pyramid scheme on black folks. Now, hold on, y'all know we don't race bait. But apparently, here it is, thousands of people were tricked in joining a illegal pyramid scheme in Texas that targeted African Americans and lost more than $10 million, according to the federal authorities. Her name is LaShonda Moore and Marlon Moore. That already sounds 35 and 37. Co-founded and ran Blessings in No Time pyramid scheme. Had to be church, I tell you. From their home in Prosper, Texas, authorities said from around 2020 of June to 2021, during the COVID pandemic, the husband and wife convinced people to join them by promising 800% guaranteed returns and guaranteed refunds if participants were unsatisfied with the program, according to the November night news release. It says, but these were the false promises, authority says. It was impossible for all participants to receive such returns or refunds. It says on November the 8th, Moore, they were indicted to federal court. It says Blessings in No Time was a chain referral pyramid scheme, according to the release. These types of schemes depend on recruiting new people to make money. Authorities said Blessings in No Time scheme, including, man, somebody got something in their throat, playing boards based around the four elements: fire, water, earth, and were they at a nursing home or something? It says the boards had 8 fire positions, 4 wind positions, 2 earth positions, and 1 water position, according to the release. As alleged, players in the fire position advanced on the board by paying at least $1,400 to the person in the. Now listen, I don't know who got that kind of money to think that gonna make any sense to them. We talking about them kids yesterday. Last week about being scammed, but I guess we gotta talk to the adults. Y'all, if it don't make money, then it don't make sense. And you can't pay into nothing. And listen, the best returns I've ever seen was less than 1%. So I don't even know how y'all get to 800% anything. So it is what it is. Sister, you got any advice for these people?
Well, I've been approached back in the day about this whole pyramid scheme thing, but it didn't make sense to me. It didn't sound right. So all I got to do is give you $100 and you going to give me back $1,800. And I ain't got to do nothing but get 2 other people.
Wow.
Who also invest as well. It just don't sound right to me. And now folks going to prison for this, but it didn't sound right to me. And I'm just not that person that I'm just not risky when it comes to my money like that. And so it's been going on for a while, but I hate that they got you, Candace, and whoever else they got. Apparently they got a bunch of people, with this particular scheme. And, I'm glad everybody's being called out on it.
Yeah, right. Miss Candace, can you, if you can, tell me what went down? Because I remember, I remember that scheme with Monopoly. That was a big time scheme. Did y'all see that documentary where them folks was hustling the McDonald's Monopoly board? I mean, it was a big scheme. That one. Oh okay. Man, it's a nice little documentary about the McDonald's Monopoly game, and these folks ran a whole scheme on that thing, man. And again, had they stopped, nobody would have never found out. But they got greedy, and then that's how they got caught slipping, man. But that's crazy. So, Kenny, again, I'm not saying I know people, especially when it comes to religion, they get very superstitious. And I'm gonna just tell y'all, if you believe in something that you don't understand, that, ladies and gentlemen, is superstition. So you got to know what you're doing. And listen, folks will make up check stubs. They'll make up documentation. It ain't even about you seeing paperwork. Listen, see some people putting that money in that bank, and then we'll talk about something. But I don't know, Kenny, what you thinking?
That's messed up. Show Candace comment though, Brother Brent. She just put up. She put it up. Yeah.
The father of my child and his sister recruited me and lost money too. These were people who were already made good money in their careers. This money is made and spent. I know people around this time bought new cars, new teeth. I know that's right. BBLs. Oh wow, that everyone is quiet.
Wow, that is crazy.
I'm sad that happened to you.
Yeah, me too. You know, it goes back to the whole saying. I mean, if it sounds too good to be true, it is.
Yeah.
My antennas would have went up when they talking about an 800% return on my investment. I'd be like, no, I might not be the smartest tool in the toolbox, but I ain't never heard nobody get 800% return on their investment ever. So
Donald Trump can't even do that.
Right. So I definitely wouldn't have bought into that. And it's funny, I had a classmate of mine and her husband. This was probably over 20 years ago. They approached me with this it was a pyramid scheme, but I can't remember the whole thing. They drew it all up on paper, had the names of who you put in, and then you'd be under this group, this and that. And I'm looking at this like, nah. I said, nah, I'm good on this. Nah, because it's something ain't right about this. I only got to give you this amount of money and then ask 2 other people to come in. Nah, I'm good on that. So, man, I just tell everybody, always follow your first mind. Again, if it sounds too good to be true, it is.
Yeah. And that's a good one, Ms. Nehard. Just invest in your company 401k. And I'll take them a step further. Invest in the stock market. That's how people have been making their money for years. I tell y'all, listen, the pyramid scheme have been around. I mean, I know way before I was born, but I was introduced to it when I was in my teens, 19, 18, and they were trying to get me to sell electricity. I remember. I said, man, I'm not doing that. No. And I got to give you money to get money? Nah, I just keep my money. So again, listen, I'm smart enough to know I can see what works. And it's about, like Candace is saying, she trusted those people, right? And so I have I am afforded the opportunity where I have enough kids where I can create my own, not a scheme, but my own pyramid where I do it with my kids because I trust my kids. And if my kids don't pay up, well, I know where they live. So I just come get my money. That's right, honey. And the church said amen. All right, there you go. That's it. So, so I'm implementing that wealth. If it's done correctly, if it's done with people you trust, yes, it can work. But that's the problem. You can't trust people no more. Right. And so that's why I'm using my kids, my wife, and we're doing it. We're paying it in, and I'm handing it out to my kids on their month. I get mine on my month, and then we just go from there. And as they get older, we'll keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? We'll be having a bigger bank. But I'm only going to do it with my kids. I ain't doing it with nobody else because I don't trust y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. But I'm glad, Miss Candace, that you're not hurting. You still seem like you're in good spirits. And so I hope, and anybody, don't feel ashamed about being scammed. But listen, just do your homework. Please, just don't. I know people have a gift of gab and all that kind of stuff. Just be careful out there, y'all. What do you say, Ms. Story? If not for us investing in stock market, we would not have been able to afford it. That's it. Okay. If I didn't invest, I couldn't have had a down payment for my first home. So again, it's important. I know it's scary. And again, I'm not trying to give investment advice, but I'm just saying it's out there. If y'all want to know, I don't mind sharing. I can tell you what I got, but not what I got. I'll tell you how I got it, not what I got. Ain't nothing you bet. So we say I have a great story to tell in the process of writing a book about it. Okay, well, we'd love to come on the show and talk about your book, and we'll talk with you. My grandparents lost a fortune. Old Bernie, the biggest. Oh yeah, Madoff. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Glad to have you. I think this is your first time on, at least as I can remember. But yeah,
I think Candace been here before.
She been here before. Well, good. Thank you for engaging, ma'am. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Listen, the Pope did what? Whoa! Listen, I know this got the church folks hot, ladies and gentlemen. The Pope is becoming cordial, Devin, with your friends, the LGBTQ community and the transgender community. Listen, I'm not making this up. He has expressed interest in making the Catholic Church welcoming the LGBTQ community. He says they can now baptize the LGBTQ community. Now, for people who don't really follow religion, that's a pretty big thing. And I know that's going to get folks hollering and all that kind of stuff. And sister, I just wanted to know, do you think we're heading in the right direction? Is this a good idea?
I just think that religion is losing money, so that they got to try. They don't care about people. They don't care about people, but they
want their money, huh?
They just want their money, and they know that the LGBTQIA plus community is huge, and they have a lot of allies in people who don't discriminate, and so they know that people are falling back from the church, falling back from religion, so they grasping at straws right now. You know what I'm saying? But that also tells you they don't believe the Bible they've been teaching, because for the longest they was teaching that homosexuality and et cetera was an abomination. But all of a sudden now you woke up this weekend and you realize that your dress allow you to like gay people there because you've been in a dress. So but all of a sudden now you in your dress and you like gay people now. It's just, it don't make sense to me. And I just want us to start thinking for ourselves, y'all. People are falling back from religion for a reason. Just falling back from religion and thinking for yourself does not mean losing your faith, because I truly believe I have a strong relationship with God, and I believe in God and all the pray and all that other stuff, but I ain't no dummy. So if y'all think the Pope all of a sudden woke up today and God told him that gay is okay.
All right.
So he corrected errors in the Bible now too. Come on, y'all.
All right. Well, Nihar loves it. She said she grew up Catholic, and he said Francis, and that's Francis has been stepping on a lot of toes. He just Now he ain't fixed a lot of that pedophilia stuff in there, but and he done fired a couple people. But I ain't gonna shake his hand too fast. But what you think about all this, Kenny? I heard Devin's point of view, and that was an interesting one. I heard some things in there.
I think it's about It's about power and politics, man. The church is big. The church is definitely in cahoots and hand in hand with power and politics. And I think the Pope is good. He sees that, we got to be welcoming to all. Yeah. If we want to keep getting a piece of this pie. So let's let's be a little bit more lenient. Now, can they be a little bit more and let these priests get them a woman? Can we do that? And they lead them little boys along. Can we do that? That's the issue that needs to be addressed too. But again, it's all about politics and the two P's: politics and power.
Wow. Now listen, y'all won't believe this, and you probably shouldn't, but I just got a text message from Lee Black. He says that Pope Francis is letting them come in here because them boys now they men, and now the priest can have relations with them. Okay.
Bye. And that sounds like a black statement too, but I think it was more of a Britain/Black. Brit Black. Is that a Brit Black statement?
This is a test. This is only a test. This has been a test.
It's called Blackton. It's a combination.
It's a combination. Okay.
What to say, Nihar? Francis came in the spot causing problems when he started washing leopard's feet and not wearing Prada slippers like the one before him. Remember, Francis was a bouncer in a nightclub. Yeah, I saw that stuff, but I don't know. What you say, Miss Story? Text him back, Brenton. Tell him we love him. I will. He probably didn't text that, but they right. But anyway, it sounds like something he would say. So listen, I'm not here to have a religious conversation. I do think God is all inclusive. No sin is greater than the other. But I am side eyeing these reasonings. So I'm with Devin on that. She said, listen to her, Eddie Long. Maybe he came to your sausage party if you okay. Let me. All right.
So you know what? No, not that. Not that. You know what? I'm not.
You gonna try to put it in your booty, girl. You don't want that.
This is a test. This is only a test.
You know what, Devin? Let me pull my car in my garage and let my garage door down. I'm getting ready to go in the house. I'm getting ready to go in the house.
Let me get out of here before we get in trouble. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, listen. Woo. I need a drink on that one. Hold on. Okay. Black Love Series, y'all. Either or. Now, I wanted to keep it as clean as I could to talk about this. But yeah, okay, Mr. Story. I'm just gonna read Nehar. Eddie Long was he was okay. All right, make sure there wasn't nothing ignorant. But all right, so listen, I got a quick question for y'all, and it's either or. I just want to know, is one more important than the other, or how you see it today? So I have three things I'm gonna ask you. All right, and so it's be either or. So for example, should you have waited before you got married to lose your virginity? One or the other. Or it didn't matter?
Okay. So the answer, so either or. So should I have waited before marriage to?
Yeah, and why? You know, again, I people say they should have. It was horrible, blah blah blah. And again, I don't invalidate nobody's experience. I just, from personal experience, would you have waited?
No, I shouldn't have waited. No.
Okay, all right. Okay. Sister, should you have waited?
No. What?
Okay.
What I'm waiting for.
And some people feel differently, right? Because of the experience. And so I get that.
That's true.
Yeah. And so, all right.
Candace said she should have. Candace Green said she should have.
She should have. Okay. All right. All right. Yes. All right. She should have waited. Thank you. I appreciate that. Multiple partners, or should you have only had one?
Man.
I don't understand what you're saying. What are you saying?
Would you have, if you could do all over again, would you have just had one partner that you just would have experienced, or are you still cool with having multiple partners?
No, I'm glad I had multiple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think multiple is better.
Okay. You think it's okay? Why?
Well, because I feel like a lot of people who've been married and they've only experienced one person, I think after a while they've missed out because they've had no other experience. And I just think it can hurt. I think it can hurt your relationship, your current relationship.
Would you say side eye to anyone who don't know what I'm talking about, and I didn't mention choir director? you know we know what you're talking about. Okay, I get that, but in that situation, to your point, it brings about expectations that some people can't meet when you've had so many, right? Because you had so many experiences, then they begin to want one thing from somebody else, and then they want them to do another thing like somebody else did. And it's just like, and again, we don't even know if there's a balance between the two relationships, right? Like, yeah, go ahead, Kenny.
Well, here's a twist to that. This is why you don't ever talk about your body counts with a person, because that is what will, especially for men, that will cause them to really look differently at their woman.
Yeah,
so I agree. I'm with Candace, actually. I wish I would have had less partners, although I would never tell anyone how many that I've had.
Right.
But I do agree with less, but I don't know if I would ever have wanted one.
Okay, cool. Right. All right, well, drum roll, I led us up to the biggest one of all. Then we can dialogue.
Wow.
It's not bad, but so do men really lose a step when they get older versus women gaining their step when they get older? Because when we were younger, we were like patting rabbits, right? We were just there, and and again, I know both sides now, and so, but I just found it interesting. Like, is that a myth? Do we really think that now, or is that?
I think that's pretty much medically known that men, as we age, we do lose a little bit of step.
Yeah.
And women, their sex drive actually enhances the older they get. So I think that's
so I've heard.
I think that's fact, and I think that's true.
Okay. All right. How you see it, sister?
I've seen it. I've heard it both ways from talking to people. I've heard men who feel like they have more stamina, but a lot of that has to do with the woman that they're with. And I've heard of women that don't want to be bothered, and then other women who be chasing their husband around the house. So it just depends. I just think it's all individual.
It's an individual thing.
It's all hormone related.
So so I get that. So it's individually based. There's no gender specific when it comes to that. Okay. Okay. She said, yeah, that dude. And again, that's why we're gonna do Black Love series next week, because I do want to talk about that moment, right? To what she said, we can't handle it, and I'm gonna tell you why. We'll talk about it next week.
No, that's true, Nihar.
You right. Are you going to tell me why now?
Right.
I mean, I can, but I want to go into greater detail.
Just tease a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I'll say this, because I'll be honest with you. What women don't understand about men is that's our greatest insecurity, and it's only because that's where we find, if women want to know how a man values themselves toward a woman, it's through our intimacy. Like, that's what makes that's where we get our validation from, you guys.
I agree. And to add to that, visually, it's hard for a man to get past thinking of another man jumping up and down on your woman after you done told him you done had so many partners. That visually messes with a man's mind.
So why men chase Instagram hoes? And then
because of the visual,
in your feelings when if they tell you they done knocked down 40.
Right. So that's true. So again, in that point, that's again individual. That we can't be gender specific, right? Because again, you got ignorant dudes, and again, that's why I made the point about where we are today versus where we were when we were younger. So when we were younger, that almost was a badge of honor. Again, when you get older, that's stupid.
Right.
And again, at the same time, when you take that knowledge and then you got to factor in, now this is gender specific, when I'm telling you that when you factor in that plays a part on our validation, because of the simple fact, I gotta wait, because that's gonna take us somewhere else. But that there is reality, and I'm with you, Nihar. I am with you that again, but that's individual. Like, there's a time
that is individual. Not all women. Some women just have sex too.
Right. Because again, if you listen to us now as we get older, but as we get older, it is, the priority changes, because it has always been important. But again, it's about how we were playing in the streets. That is again, I want to talk about it in great detail. I do, but it's our inability to handle our own validation. It really is. It really, really is. You side-eyeing me. What's up?
I'm just wondering when y'all are going to start tackling some of that toxic masculinity. But at the same time, I really, 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 really appreciate you being honest and saying like what it really is, and not making it the woman's problem, but making it just something embedded in you and with your own thoughts and feelings. So I truly, truly appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I would love for us one day to tackle like toxic masculinity, because that's what it is. It's rooted in that and misogyny, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's healthy for you.
Yeah, I hear you, and I'm gonna add one more perspective to that. It also sometimes has to do with men, because here I'll be transparent in this moment with y'all. Like, so I was abused, and I needed validation to remove thoughts from my head, like to get that off of me. Like, I didn't like it, I didn't appreciate it, and I always had to make sure that I validated my manhood. And that was one of the reasons why I was so promiscuous, because of that, because I needed to always validate myself in that area because of what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And so that was, and again, as things happen, as situations take place, yeah, you can find yourself, you know, it getting caught up in toxic drama and all that kind of stuff because of all the emotions that come along with it. Because again, we can't ignore the fact that it has emotional consequences to it. You know what I'm saying? As much as we'll talk really good next week about it, but that's, for me, that's another piece that I because some dudes won't tell y'all that happened to them, and it happen more often than dudes who like to tell the truth about. And sometimes what you call, you know what I'm saying, toxic masculinity, sometimes men are just trying to keep it together. You know, I'm not saying for everybody, but that's why you got to know the person you're fooling with.
I just think our generation as a whole is the worst about not going to therapy, not talking through things and talking about our feelings and addressing some of those childhood traumas and stuff like that. And it follows us into adulthood. And I just think the generation behind us, the millennials, they're better with addressing some of those issues and feelings and things like that. And I just think a lot of things have followed us through our life just because that wasn't the norm with us.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Devin.
Yeah, so Candace says, I have heard men say that their love language comes from the bedroom. That is the only way they can express their feelings, but why? I don't know.
That. Man, that's heavy.
Okay.
That's heavy.
I will say some people don't know how to articulate appropriately. I won't say that. I think they're not saying that correctly, because the truth is that's how they validate. Like, if you want to know, because a woman, here's the truth: women don't need men. We know that because y'all can do things. But in order for us to know that you want us, well, that's probably the most effective way that we know that you want us, because you're giving us something that you don't have to give us. And then for you to say that you enjoy something that we're doing, because you gotta take out the trash, do all the other stuff you can do on your own, but to say that you enjoy us, that does something for us mentally.
And I think intimacy, when you talk about your relationship, the intimacy between you and your partner, the sexual intimacy, the emotional intimacy, that's important in validating the woman and the man in that relationship. Not saying it's the main thing, but it's important, the validation that as for men, we need that. Sometimes some of us can't express ourselves with words. And so sometimes we feel like the bedroom is the best place for us to do that.
And again, here's the dog chasing its tail. And I'll be done. And we'll have a great time next week in Black Love Series. We're going to do the whole show again. The problem is that y'all want something outside the bedroom. We want something inside the bedroom. And then we play stalemate because we don't trust each other, and neither one wants to go first. We don't want to give y'all what y'all want outside because we ain't gonna trust y'all gonna take care of business inside. And we say, well, are you gonna take care of business inside? And I'll tell you, it's a dog chasing his tail, and it's just a lack of maturity. And so it's just, again, I'm with Miss Toria. Again, that's relationship. The truth about relationship, that's a lot of work right there, right? So that's it in its entirety. But we will have a good conversation about this, and we will make sure toxic masculinity is one of the conversations. You know, I ain't got no reason to lie. I've been a man all my life, so if they lying, you come to them, talk to them. I call them a lot of their face. I know better. So again, great conversation. I appreciate y'all so much for that.
Yeah.
Fantastic show, sister. I'm glad you got it together. You may want to start using Microsoft Edge now instead of Google's, but whatever. But listen, we missed my brother and his. You know, we didn't get to holler at him today, but man, listen. I hope everything's good with you. I know you're watching. Appreciate you, man. It's final thoughts time. Listen, brother Kenny, let me have it, brother. Give me final thoughts.
First of all, I want to send out love and to our brother Black in New York, to him and his family, man. We thinking about you. We miss you, and definitely going to be sending peace and love to you and your family your way. Enjoyed the show as always with my fam, brother Brenton, sister Devin. We got it together tonight. Hope all those that tuned in, Stacy, Nihar, Miss Toria, Candace, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you like and share this show to all your social media platforms. My final thoughts is, man, you know what? This Black Love series is, man, I tell you what, if we don't help somebody with this series, you can't be helped. You feel me? Because we giving it to you raw and uncut, and we giving you some honest answers from Miss Devin, from Brenton, myself, and Brother Black. So I hope this Black Love series is really bringing attention to our relationships and helping and us having a good dialogue. And so make sure you tune into that next week. And also next week, tune in too, because I'm going to have my holiday do's and don'ts for my final thoughts, because some of y'all be tripping during holiday season. So I'm gonna be telling y'all some issues y'all got to stop doing during the holidays. We'll tune in for that next Monday.
Listen, thoughts. That's funny. That's gonna be a part of our series. What do we do wrong on the holidays? So that'd be a great part. Great part. I appreciate it, brother. All right, man. Thank you, sister.
Shout out to Black and what you're going through, and love and miss you much. I want to speak to my ladies. I hope y'all took in a lot of what these men are saying. I feel like anything as far as relationship stuff, I feel like most women need to come to this panel, because we don't have those test tube babies, you know, that was over there on what's his name channel that's dead now from Red Bulls. We don't have a lot of that from Miss Samuels. Like these ain't the Miss Samuels dudes. These are like just more honest, more mature, and I just feel like you can get a lot of info from this particular channel. And because everybody on this channel respects each other's opinions, it's a safe zone. Basically. But what I learned from this particular panel that I can offer to people is make sure you have really good open communication in your relationships, because that has to be the foundation to try to avoid some of this confusion and misunderstanding, because you might be over there mad about something that ain't even relevant. And also stop focusing on how other people feel about your relationships, on how you run your relationships. Like, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Quit expecting things that you see on internet and on social media, et cetera, because as I just mentioned to you, a lot of that ain't even real. Just do you, be you, find somebody that love you and respect you and treat you right, and just find somebody that you're equally yoked with, whatever that means. If you homeless, he needs to be homeless. If you doing good financially, he needs to be doing all right financially as well, just to avoid that mix up.
Yes. Miss Tori, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Stacy. I appreciate you. Miss Nihar, thank y'all so much. Sure. Miss Candace, you have an open invitation. My sister, she don't mind. She'll scoot over. And I don't know if you're being real, but you let me know. Hit us up in the messenger, and then we'll send you the link, and let's go for it. Listen, we'll have a conversation with anybody, because it's all about empowering us, right? When you know better, you do better. So that's all we do, right? So again, I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Black, man, we'll see you Monday. We're doing Black Love series. We're gonna talk about toxic masculinity. I got a few things I want to talk about. So y'all tell somebody, like and share it. Y'all get these folks in, because we got a lot of work to do. And shout out to that person who cannot get that hairball out their throat. I don't know who that is.
That's my son, by the way.
Man. Tell that boy that loogie is thick. No, just teasing. I got a quick question for y'all. Listen, so have you ever had someone help you reach your goals?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Do you still appreciate them for what they've done for you?
Mm-hmm.
I
do.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, listen, what you say you spoke with for this laugh. Oh, okay. Okay, right on. He don't run nothing over here though, but that's fine. No, I'm just no, that's cool. Right on. We'll see you then. Good. Well, listen, y'all. If anybody's ever helped you in your life to reach your goals, I just want to offer you this opportunity to appreciate them today. Here you go.
Come on, this is it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Now I got to go over there and holler at them.
Wow. Wow.
What you say, girl?
The Pope said, "Come as you are." So I'm gonna go.
Listen, I don't care how low you may feel that you to obtain your goals are. At least when somebody help you, the nicest thing you can do is tell them thank you. And so that's all I want to say.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that was the wrong message, but that's the moral of the story. Who cares if the man don't have any legs?
Man, you wild with these videos.
I know, man. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We only got 4 more shows left for the year, so y'all come on in. Let's talk real good. And listen, apparently Candace Green is gonna be with us, and so we're excited to talk with you, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. So listen, y'all. That's Lady D, and that's Kenny, and Lee is in New York, and we'll see y'all Monday. Peace.
Peace.